What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
You got your boy Ham, aka Derek Ward, just Chisora.
You win yesterday.
Yeah. I didn't come here to talk about football, so I thought let's just deviate. Let's talk about boxing. Derek Ward, Chisora. What a legend.
Tired though. I didn't watch it because it's too much for me.
Tom, you know what? Yeah, I want him to retire, yeah, but every time I watch him, it's just.
Yeah,
it's too entertaining,
fam.
His
last fight.
No.
I heard it's his last fight in the UK.
Yeah, he wants to do 50 apparently.
Yeah, he wants to do. I saw him putting up some signboard. Was it? He had Skepta, Tiny.
Yeah, they were in the ring with him. Yeah. But I think he was putting up the Bois.
Picture of.
Yeah, but no, don't fight the Bois. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, but I did the fight yesterday. It was entertaining.
Was it?
Oh yeah. Like every time I watch him, I think Derek, please retire. But then I watch him, I was like, I don't mind seeing this again.
I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to because then I saw like snippets of him just bleeding. And
that's all it is. He cut his eye.
Yeah.
I think it was round 6, but he pretty much winning every round. He knocked my man down like twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's why he wants another one, innit? Maybe because the fight was comfortable, he probably feel like his body can take one more. But
big up Derek, man.
Needs to retire, man. First, people, don't forget we are sponsored by Tox Ains the perfume. Please go on his website, www.toxains.co.uk. Use our promo code to get 10% off. All caps Red Divided. And go on Daniel Agger's site to get his...
Daniel?
Oh, you know I said it last week as well. Yeah. You know I said it last
week.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. Mike. You know what? I was watching it back last week and I noticed I actually did say that. I don't know why I'm thinking. Yeah. And you guys, so you correct me this week where you didn't remember.
I didn't hear you say it.
I heard it last week. I was like,
so you heard me last week. You didn't correct me. Go on, Mike.
Because I'm like, who's Daniel?
You know what? I was watching over last week. I noticed. Got any site to get some merchandise, different type of merch. You can get his hat, you can get clothes, hoodies, jacket, whatever.
What's his website?
We'll put it on the.
Okay, put it in the link.
Put it on the link.
Yeah.
I haven't memorized that one. Tokes one is easy, so it's easy to say Tokes as well. But I'll get Agger's one, and you guys can go on that. What's been happening? There's a quiet week of football this week, though. Obviously, because
it's quiet because people lost. That's why. That's why it's quiet.
So you see the guy that Derek fought, yeah? Otto Wallen. Some big lump white guy, bro.
Yes. Obviously because of the FA Cup carabao, so it is quiet. Next week, Premier League will be back and Champions League is back as well. So we'll pick up a bit more.
Some people are still shit, sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Some people are worse than the week.
But you know the word? Consistency.
You guys are consistently bad.
Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah. There's only one place to start anyway. Friday's game. Against Leicester. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure that first half. I'm not sure which one was worse. That one or the Southampton one. Probably one of the worst one.
You know how often we say that? It's probably one of the worst ones. You know how often we say that?
It's true though. It's true. How often we say it's probably.
It's mad.
What makes this one's probably worse? Because what makes this one worse is the manager often says, "I need time to train." Like this time, we had a whole week. We didn't have no other games, and they come out with a stinker. It's nothing. There's no other way to describe it but a stinker. It's just, and it was so hard to watch. You know, it took everything in me to continue to watch this game. I'll be honest with you. I just wanted to stop. And then in the second half, I left. I went to have, because I took my boys football in it. So straight after football, I thought, let me put on the game, watch it. Then I go and have a shower. Second half, I took longer in the shower because I didn't want to come back to it so quick.
This misery. Let me stay in this warm.
I didn't want to come back to the game that quick because of how bad it was. By the time, because I left, by the time I came out the shower, I realized I had so much missed call from other fans that wanted to complain
about how bad
it was. And bro, obviously we scored and we ended up winning the game. Okay, we got the offside. It is what it is. We'll take it. But for me, what even sums it up is their mentality. It's the way they're celebrating. Like, I'm not saying don't celebrate a goal, yeah, but there's a certain way. Like you just pulled out a stinker. Just like show, like just get the goal, yeah,
Just
like
do this,
do
just
this.
dance,
You get me a
and
bit
then
of,
go-
and
go
then
to
and
the
then
fucking line.
and then, but then you're now standing in front of the crowd, putting your
Harry
hands
Maguire.
out, like everyone's jumping on your back. It just, I think this just sums up their mentality. I thought, you know what?
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, if
That's what it looked like to me.
yeah, no,
No,
100%.
no, it's not how it looks like.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
It's
how the
true.
mighty have fallen.
That's exactly what it is. Just
Yeah.
what it is.
like as fans, we're looking at it thinking, this like, come on, like, but to them, it's just it shows the mentality because if this is what gets you excited, this is what you
feel
want.
as if you've achieved
something.
I mean, they did get through to the 5th round of the FA Cup.
Then like, bro, and then it just sums their mentality up. Really, but there's nothing else to say. I just like I think we just be here wasting words again because there's nothing we haven't already said on this podcast when it comes to United. It's just a stinker, bro. Like honestly, I saw like clips of like the manager. I think the manager made them train on the Old Trafford pitch after the game. Like it didn't go. Apparently, it's trained until late.
Yeah, he's a bit dramatic though.
What?
Did
you do that for real?
He's a bit dramatic.
think I
What
saw
with the
something.
first? You can't do that with the first team players that
I
played.
think
It must
maybe
be the subs or something.
The subs, whatever.
Yeah, that's
it
normal,
is.
though.
Yeah,
The
it
subs
made
are
them,
he's a bit
it made them
dramatic.
train. But I don't really. I'll be honest. I don't see it as dramatic, bro. For him, really, it's just got to do whatever. It's in his head is like whether he.
Yeah,
Everything
you
he's
can tell them
doing
come
is
tomorrow
not,
morning.
everything he's doing is not working. So in his head is, I have to keep trying new things, whatever it is, whether to try and get some. Because whatever he said to them, whatever he's done with them, nothing is working. Like
Yeah,
they're
but
not
you can
coming
still do
out
it tomorrow morning.
They're
at
coming
7
out.
a.m.
What? It's a way of him trying to send some sort of message. Whether he's in his mind is like, I've done absolutely everything I can. Like I'm still not getting the message across to this player. To this player. So it's like you've got to try something else, and he's got to take a look at it as like, okay, cool. The previous managers just allowed so much as well. He's tried the easy way. Whether you can call it like dramatic, but whether he needed to do it or not, but I just feel like fair dues to him. If he's gonna go, just do what you got to do. Like if it's got to be something different. You can't keep doing the same old thing where okay, cool, shout at them at the training ground. We'll see you again tomorrow morning. Try it again. And he said he's like, I got to find new ways to try and get some sort of message to them because whatever like he's telling them is not. We can't see you on the pitch.
No, they definitely can't.
He
Definitely
can't.
can't.
He can't. And he's not exactly the way they're coming out to perform. It won't be the message that he's sending across to them. So with him, I just feel like he's just trying to send some sort of message to them. Like it is what I don't know whether it's true or not, but I did see.
Yeah, that's what I'm
clips
saying.
of it.
I can't see how that
Yeah.
would happen though in professional football today. There's no way those players would have trained
I did read it
heavily
somewhere,
after,
but
especially
I
after a
would-
90-minute
yeah.
performance like that.
I saw
not
clips.
something I've
Whether
seen.
I don't think it will be the players that play 90 minutes.
Yeah, it won't be
It'll
them.
like,
So the players that came, the subs that came on and
yeah.
subs that didn't play, that's
And I
normal
saw-
anyway.
Yeah, I
They will
saw.
train.
Yeah, I did definitely see a clip of like goals on the pitch, them
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
drills and all of that. So which is like, yeah, for me personally, you can do whatever you want, really, but like because it's not as if it's work like anything is coming across, getting across to these players. So it's up to him, but to sum it up for me, it was just horrific, man. It was, bro. Like I can't say anything more, man.
Did you watch the game, Eddie?
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it?
man. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say anything more. It's just, yeah. Bruh, we move on to the next round, innit? You guys share your thoughts, man, because that's it for me, man.
No, we were
Same old round 2. Okay,
bro.
good.
No. We were fully shit, bro. So, I'm not going to lie to you. Out of every team we have played this season, it's only Leicester that have felt comfortable playing.
Yeah.
Every
You beat them.
single team.
Didn't you not beat them twice with Rude,
Twice,
innit?
yeah.
With Rude, innit?
So I was
Back to-
comfortable.
yeah.
So it wasn't even when we were talking about it last week. I was thinking, cool, let's go. It's easy. So obviously, I haven't had to talk much because for me, it's just we're gonna win this game next round. See who. I started watching the game. I'm like, I'm like, what's happening?
They swapped the players, bro. That's
Ah.
yeah.
Is it Leicester or somebody else?
That we're playing, yeah.
Is it Leicester City or Leicester Albion that we're playing? Because this is a bit not what I was expecting. And obviously they're getting chances, they're passing the
They're
ball
playing.
around. And I'm like, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. And obviously I think during the game I sent Tom a video from that like fans tribe where the lawyer guy gives them these papers and he's like, if we lose to Leicester,
Yeah.
if we don't beat them, take my papers, my law degree.
Oh, swear down.
Take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I sent it to Tom and I was like, I didn't say anything, but in my head I'm like, our life is over if we don't win this. Because the reason it hurts me is because the confidence he has that he can pass over.
That's the confidence you had going into the game.
I have.
And then these boys are embarrassing you.
Bro. And then when Leicester score, that's like, what's the point anymore?
Yeah.
So second half, obviously, he makes the switch and Garnacho's going in, making...
Garnacho looks lively.
You know, he's lively,
Yeah.
but it's still ultimately making bad decisions again. Because, and that's the reason why I've said it so many times. I do like him. I really like Garnacho. I think he's got it. But it's that decision making that causes the issue. Because there was one that he just squared it into the middle,
Bro.
and he tries to shoot.
I was watching the game in man of the match here, and they said he changed the game. Well, I'll be honest with you, he was playing for himself.
Yeah.
He was playing
He's
for
the only
himself.
one that carried the threat.
But, no,
He was playing for
but the
himself.
reality, he did change the game.
No, because he's the only one that's carrying the threat.
Yeah.
He did
The
change
only
the
one
game,
that's carrying
but
the
he
threat.
was playing for
He was
himself.
just-
Because Ahmad was getting no change on the other side.
And this just boils down to what I say about the mentality. This is what that we need to get rid of. Like, there's no way the chance that you're talking about.
There's
that,
no way you
There's
shoot
no
that.
way you don't
No
square
way.
it when there's two people to tap
Yeah.
it in. Like we're having stinkers.
Who was
as
the two
it
people
is.
that was going to pass it to?
Hoyland and someone else. I can't remember who was there, but it was just it might be
I
Ahmad.
remember, the reason I remember Hoyland because he was livid.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
no,
livid.
yeah, no.
He
It's
might
just-
have missed it.
Yeah, he would have missed.
No, but whether he's
But
gonna
he-
miss or
it was the
not,
right
there's
decision
no
to make.
like, there's no. They're basically
No, I
like
did.
two
I did.
No,
2-inch
no.
night, bro.
It was the right
It
decision
was
to
one of
make.
those one.
was the
Forget.
right
There's
decision
no
to make.
way he had no right shooting there.
But if I think that the striker I'm passing to is
Nah,
shit,
nah,
and he's gonna
it's
miss
not-
it,
it's not about
then
that, bro.
I think that if I shoot, I have a more probability.
This is
But
not the
then you-
situation.
but then
It's not
you
that
must be
type of
scoring.
situation.
So you must be Ronaldo levels. I know that
Yeah,
you're gonna
this
score 9
it's
out
not
of 10
it's not
times.
when that type of situation where I don't pass
Because
the
I saw
striker.
when he cut, because I don't know if it's before or after, but he cut 3 back and no one was at the end of it. I saw when Garnacho
No,
done
but that one, this
Garnacho
one is
cut like
different.
three
This
back.
one's
They're there.
different. There's
I know,
no
I know,
way.
no one was there. I don't know if it's before or after though.
I can't
I don't know if
remember.
it's before.
Yeah, I don't know where
Because
it
that
was.
changes
But
it
he
for me.
looked
If
up
I've
and
squared
he's
3 and no one's got on it, then
Fair
I'm shooting.
play.
I'm shooting.
No,
the
but
next
this
one.
one, you look up
This
and you
one,
see two.
bro. If
If
you
you put
watch
your head
this
up,
one,
you
there's
see
no
two people.
way your team is drawing
Yeah.
1-1. It's just not possible.
Yeah, it's not possible.
There's no excuse to it, bro. Just pass him the ball.
That's the only
and
decision to
especially
make.
the angle that you're
It's
at.
not an option.
It's just not
It's not even
possible.
an option.
Like that.
It was
When he
terrible.
did that, bro, I'm thinking this
He was
is
the only
why
one that carried the threat though.
So that's what
he had to
hurt
come on.
me
He had to
is
come
that
on.
I do like him. I know he's got that threat. And to be honest, decision making is better. If we had him and
Yeah, no.
Ahmad firing,
But their
it could be a
mentality is-
potent attack.
Their mentality has got to change, bro. If that,
Yeah, it was
I
very
don't
bad.
like. Even I was so appalled by him. I don't care if he won man
It
of the
was very
match
bad.
or whatever
It
it
was
is,
very bad.
because this is where we all go wrong in terms of like someone will come on, will change the game, but there was clearly playing. He was clearly playing for himself, and we've seen this with Rashford. With a lot of players down like over the years where they're clearly playing for themselves. If you're playing for yourself, the team is never gonna get out or this mess that we're in.
And it's the difference between being champions. So Man City, when everyone you say, oh, they're doing that sweaty goal that they'll pass it across the face of the goal. Are you stupid? They are doing the exact right thing when they're meant to do it. Right? They have passed you, forget the last pass across the face of the goal. They've made 25 passes before that to enable them to do that.
Yeah.
So if you've got an opportunity to do it, it's making that right decision. Man City did it over and over again, and that's why they won all these titles. But our players are not making the right decision. So obviously it was just shambolic. Even when we won, I couldn't celebrate.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take the fucking win. I'm not here to debate offside, not just give me the fucking win. F you guys.
It was offside.
Let's
though.
go.
It was offside.
I don't give a fuck.
It was offside. I couldn't believe the liner couldn't see it. I couldn't believe it. The liner was standing there. The liner
When
was
I
standing
saw it
there.
and people were like, oh, it's so bad, I looked at myself and I was like, this is not a debate for me. I just don't
You
care.
just don't care. Yeah. I get that.
Let's
though.
go.
I get. You know what I get, yeah, because I get that. If I'm in that state as a United fan where I know my team's shit, we've been shit for time, and we'll play shit again against
Bro.
Leicester, I don't give a damn if it's not a penalty. It's a penalty. If it's offside,
I'm
it's not
not here
offside.
to defend anything.
Yeah,
Let's just
yeah,
move.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
So no, it was horrific. It was horrific, bro. It was horrific.
No.
I have no positives from that game.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I have
man.
no positives.
Absolutely, there's nothing. If anything, it's just I look a lot at this plays and thinking. I know I spoke about him last week. Again, this week you got to horrible, bro. Horrible. Like, don't do
It's
that.
embarrassing,
Like,
bro.
if you can't,
Embarrassing.
if you want to, like, I hate midfielders like that. I always
You
say
see the
it.
tackle we done.
And
Yeah,
The same as
exactly.
Martinez.
Exactly.
See it.
So
Stupid.
maybe we're doing it in training. Maybe
I couldn't
it's in
believe
training
it
that they
when he done it.
Yeah, I
believe
can't.
it.
I don't know what he's thinking. Like, it's
No.
just I can't. Like, see midfielders like that. it's great being an aggressor, going to win the ball back.
What's the point?
But if you're losing the ball, what is the point? The guy just keeps losing the ball.
No,
bro.
but who does like? Let's think about it now. Who is a ball-winning midfielder like that in this day and age? That only does that.
No. That only does that as a
that
six.
only
The
does
top
that.
one, no. There's bare midfielders that do that, but
Yeah,
the top
but I'm
ones
talking-
don't do
yeah,
that. No, the top
nobody.
ones don't do that.
'Cause I was
Because you would
thinking
think
about
someone
it.
that rats around a lot and wins it back is Moses Caicedo. But Moses Caicedo's range of passing is still of a
It's still
decent
wrong
level.
with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. But you don't have
literally that is all he does. And I was just trying to think about it in football generally now. Who do I see that's all they do?
Yeah.
But that takes away from your gameplay, right?
Yeah, when I in the summer, like although obviously none of them has really done well in terms of all our summer signing, but like I can understand a lot of the signings. He was the only real concern I had is like if we get someone like him, because I don't want that. I don't want an aggressor. I keep saying that. It's like you have to like just keep it simple and don't lose the ball. There's no point having someone like Q
And
if you
this
keep
was
losing
the guy
the
that
ball.
was meant to win us the league.
Yeah.
But I understand where Tom's
Yeah.
coming from because obviously someone would look at it in isolation and be like, "Oh, we need someone to break it out for us."
Yeah.
But in football, this day and age, it doesn't work like that anymore.
Yeah, no.
Once you get the ball, once you've got somebody that can't pass it,
Yeah.
you're man down basically.
100%.
Because all you're doing is ninja kicks around the place.
It's not good enough, man.
What do you think of the new boy though? It was only 45 minutes. Played on the opposite side. I thought that was a bit mad. But I saw Amarin's. Obviously, he's your coach. I don't really listen to his post match, but they asked him one question, and I was a bit. So I thought I'd ask you. I was a bit like taken aback by it in terms of like the brother is a natural left wing back, innit?
It confused me.
But he made him play right wing back. But they said something about was it because of the communication? So he was on your side, so you was able to talk him through the game.
Maybe.
And that's the only reason that they could come up with as to why you keep, because everyone knows that Dallo is having a horrible season, bro. Wide left wing back, and he was your best right back, best player last season playing right back. So now you've got a natural left wing back, then just play him there. Bro, but I think it was because of that. That's why I took him off at half. I think it was because of that.
But
bro.
my brain was blown when
Yeah, because when I saw him playing there, I was gonna message you lot saying, but my man is a left wing back though, isn't it?
Well, like we brought him specifically because we don't have that position,
Bro.
You've now
That was
played
confusing
him
because
at
even
right
if
back.
he did, yeah,
We got two
he don't
right
no, but he was trained, innit? So why do I need to stay on my side? So I got to talk him through the game. I didn't get it.
Then don't play him.
Exactly.
Then don't play
I
him.
didn't even heard that, but even if that's
Exactly.
what you say, bro.
The commentator, so the journalist asked, I don't know if Amarin confirmed it, but
Yeah,
the journalist said, is it because of like...
I didn't hear
I
that,
was
but
like,
even if
we've
the case,
got two
that's
right
one of the
backs.
things I saw. I was like, bro, just simplify things for them. Like this team it's hard for them taking instructions as it is. Simplify the game for them. Like stuff like that. It's just we know Dallo's naturally a right-footed player. Keep him on the right. Keep this guy on the left. Like that didn't make sense to me, bro.
And it's
like,
against, no disrespect, it's against Leicester on paper. If we can't trial him out at left wing back against Leicester, we can't trial him out against nobody in the league.
No, but then it's done. Like, yeah,
Just like-
it's
no,
blown
that-
because
that-
it's like don't play him there.
yeah.
that.
You bought him as a left back, but not only that. While we are playing him at right back,
The person
there
we're
are
playing out
two right backs on the pitch.
Yeah. And the person that we're playing out there is having a stinker out there. So it's not like he's pulling up strings, so let's not take him out because he's in the form of his life. Let's bring this new guy and play him there. No.
Even
I don't
I
understand
question
that.
even
And that
even
didn't
in the
make me question
game,
him.
Dallo was having a stinker. in
That made me
game,
question him.
He was having a stinker in the game, bro. I was like, what?
And I questioned that, but I didn't question when we didn't use a striker because it blew my mind more than Mano playing up front.
Yeah, that one, that I was, I can't lie. I don't like. I would allow him to try things, but that I was confused, bro. I'll be honest with you. Even I don't care whether I know, like they say, the boy can play left and right, but bro, it's simplify it for them. We're already saying they're not listening to your instructions. They're not getting anything. They're not doing nothing on the pitch. You got stuff like that. They let him play. Dallo was having, as you say, having a stinker this season as it is, and even in a game he was having a stinker. Why are you gonna like complicate things?
And poor kid, because he actually looked okay, not brilliant, but he looked okay for those 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
No, but he
so
has
imagine
played
naturally
right
him.
back, though.
Yeah, so I'm saying
So,
imagine him naturally
yeah.
on his natural side.
But apparently, like he does play in both, so that I understand. But bro, just keep him like, especially
What
when
did you
we
buy
have
him for?
like someone that's having a stinker. Like,
Yeah.
put him back to.
Or you should have announced to us before you got him that actually I'm buying him as a right back. We can all
Or
know.
I'm buying him as he can play both sides, left or right.
And now, even that one, I wouldn't have accepted because we got right backs. We got right backs.
Look, bro. We move on to the next one, man. Like, is as I said, is every game's a prayer, bro. Every game, it's like if nothing gets better. They get another week of training as he's asking for. We'll see what they come out with next week. We're away to Spurs, so it should be interesting to see how. Look, Spurs haven't been doing great themselves, but we'll see how that game plans out. It's just two horrible teams playing each other.
Basically.
It's as simple as that. We'll see how that game plans out. I know we normally do a preview, but I don't know what team is going to show up when it comes to United, bro. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to play. I just honestly don't know. It's away from home. Maybe, like, the pressure might not be as much. Like, Old Trafford, the struggle playing at Old Trafford. Who knows, really, man. But that team, I honestly, bruh, if we're not doing a pod, honestly, I want to finish watching that game. I want to finish watching that game because there's nothing like everything everyone was saying. I was just agreeing to it. I can't when you can't dispute anything. Like
it was horrible. It was
just horrible performance. A horrible performance. But we leave it as that. On to the next game. We're through to the next round. We don't know who we got yet. We're still in 2 tournaments because they are cup competition. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
In the Europa League as well. Obviously, we don't get to play next week because we finished top 8. What do you think our chances are in both competition?
The thing is, when it comes to a cup competition, anything can happen. So I can't say that we don't have a chance because we do. Anything can happen.
This is why I cuss Spurs, bro.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Because as shit as you guys have been and as shit as we have been the last season, we still be lifting shit.
Yeah, anything.
You guys have won FA Cup with Van Gaal. You've won something with Mourinho. You won something with Ten Hag. And you've been shit ever since Fergie left. We've been shit for time and we still pick up trophies. Yeah. So asking that question, I guarantee United could win the FA Cup this year. As shit as they are, United could win the FA Cup this year. That's a possibility. But do you think Tottenham could win anything? Do you ever think Tottenham could win anything?
Well, the way Ange
said it... absolute no.
No, when Ange was confident,
no,
I was
but
like,
guess what? Now they can't win shit other than Europa that they're in.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Nah.
If they win it, he's a witch. But
Yeah, look, I just said, with United over the years, our league form has always been bad, but we've managed to...
You still picked up stuff, man.
We managed to pick up trophies. Yeah. So you're never really going to rule them out of that. It is what it is. So we'll see how they get on. Europa League as well, I'm not going to rule them out of it as well because the teams there... We are capable of beating them, whether we do or not. It's another thing. And obviously, what also helps United and Spurs. Well, not saying Spurs are going to win it, but it's that the teams that drop out of the Champions League don't go into it this year. Which may help them as well.
If the teams in conference could beat us if they.
But that's because if Southampton and Leicester are coming up to Old Trafford and doing that, then the team in Europe is.
So we'll see how we get on. To be fair, our European performance hasn't been as bad as the league performance. I watched a lot of the European games. We drew games. Like we just let a lot of goals in. Like the performance hasn't been as bad as the league form. I think we haven't lost a game in Europe this year as well. So
it's definitely possible for us to win it. I won't say it's impossible, but I would like to see us play better.
I think my priority is for us to play better football. Like, and that's my focus from now to the end of the season. Just like give us some sort of hope going into next season because we can't keep scrapping every season. Like within like the first couple months, say, we scrap another season. Give us some sort of hope going into like the season because pretty much for the last 4 or 5 seasons, we're scrapping the season within the first couple months. Like, so the priority wouldn't be obviously do what get as far as you can in this competition, but the focus is how to improve their form and how to improve like how we play. That should be the priority. Just give us some sort of sign. That we okay, cool. Even if you do bring someone new, because we can't replace the old squad. You can't. Like, and I said, like, it's just a matchup of poor mentality, like, different profile players put together. There's so many things like contributing factor to it. Like, just a mashup of all of them together. So we can't say all of them. But just give us some sort of hope going into next season. So we can't, because I've been through this rodeo before where, okay, cool, let's get to the summer, we buy new players and we do better. No, it hasn't been the case. So show us something with what you got right now to give us some sort of hope going into next season. That is all I ask from the manager. That's all I'm asking for. Show us something.
And you see, if I was a United fan, yeah, because this is what I wanted to say, this is my last point on this, yeah, because I haven't really said much about the game. When I was watching it, yeah, obviously we all watch football differently, yeah. So I'm watching the game and I'm looking at, okay, cool. So Amarin has taken over United recently, and he's taking it over from, even though Ten Hag was taking it over from Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy had a couple games with United, yeah, and I think you guys won those games or something, can it, whatever happened, but that's irrespective of what I'm saying. So then Van Nistelrooy's going to go find himself a job, and he's going to land at Leicester. So they're both in the same job, probably around the same time, arguably approximately a week or two, yeah, because Van Nistelrooy didn't get his job like the next day and whatnot. And obviously Ruben was right to say that, yeah, I don't want you to come on because I don't want you to play back burner to my coaching staff, and you're a legend, I respect you, innit? And it was, to be fair, it was right for Rude to say, you know what, cool, I accept that, let me go manage my team. So he's gone to Leicester. So I'm watching the game and I'm thinking, right, for me as a neutral watching this, I'm watching two managers that have taken on two different teams recently. What they haven't been given players, he hasn't been given players, yeah? So let's see what their philosophy or what they do or how it's coming across to the players on the pitch. So whether Rude is telling he's Leicester boys and whether Ruben is telling he's United boys, let's see how that manifests in a game of football. It's 11 against 11, your manager against my manager. And it weren't even close in terms of the first half. It weren't close. And up until you scored, it probably wasn't close in terms of Harry Winks came on the pitch and Harry Winks was bopping it about when he was on there. Bouba Casamari was doing these things. So it's the first time I watched it and went, ooh. Like we said last week that we're going to give Amarin till when he gets his play. But it's the first time I went, just the eyebrow went up and looked at him instead of the player. Because obviously my stance is I don't think United have good players. But it's the first time I looked at him and said, ooh, I'm going to watch you a bit more closely now to the end of the season. I'm not giving you that break of just let you get your players, like Tom said. Let you get your players in the summer, I'll judge you. Now I'm looking at, you see that all the media have been looking at him and some people have been saying, oh, he's not good enough, he's in above his head. That performance alone was so damning for me to say, I've just seen Van Nistelrooy go to Leicester, and Leicester are going to get relegated. And I've seen them come to United and not scrape a performance, not hang in there, play properly. Play the way that if you guys are supporting Leicester, you'd be proud of that performance.
Yeah,
you support United, you're not proud of that performance. And both managers, like I said, are there around the same time, and they're both trying to coach their ideas into the players. And it just looked for me that Van Nistelrooy is able to get his ideas over to them, and they don't have better players than United, which is even more damning. Because a lot of people will say United have quality players. So if that's the case, then the quality should show on the day, right?
But I feel as if it's that day. Because Leicester...
I'm saying. Yeah. So in terms of that, however, whether it's that day or not, whatever Rude has managed to conjure up from them, it was still better than what Ruben was able to.
But on that day.
On that day, yeah. And for Ruben, it's like he hasn't been able to conjure pretty much nothing up until this point.
Yeah, but
I'm saying,
Leicester been shambolic.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I'm just talking about in this game in isolation. That's what I took from it.
In isolation, definitely.
And then it's like he's gonna have till May. And like we said, we'll just see what he does with these players. But it doesn't. We all know this. It doesn't look great so far. It doesn't look like his ideas is coming across. It doesn't look like United are progressing or moving on from Ten Hag.
I do definitely agree with you that we shouldn't allow him to just skate back. So the thing with me is that obviously last week I got questioned a lot saying why wasn't I angry with what he was trying. And I was like, in different circumstances, him playing a midfielder ahead of the strikers, if I had two competent strikers and decided to do that, you would have. But I don't have two competent strikers. And he might have said, okay, my penetration's coming from the Ahmad and Garnacho.
The 210s.
I've got this person that can actually hold up the ball and maybe play them into it. So I could see something to it. The same way we said, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can make a decision and it's not a bad decision, it's just a bad outcome.
The execution wasn't,
And it's the same thing we said that, okay, when Garnacho started playing the number 10, we were like, it doesn't suit him because he likes to go out wide. So he now started inverting Dalot. So where I can see what you're trying, I'm not angry.
You're not, okay.
I'm not angry, so I'm going to allow you to test different things because we've got shit here. People are not doing what they're meant to. But you're right where there's a limit. There's a limit to you just tweaking things or just...
Sooner or later, we'll find out whether or not he is the level or not the level. And that will happen, innit? We'll find out whether he is levels or he's just not.
I'll just watch him and see how... he gets on that. In terms of that game in isolation, I wouldn't look at that game in isolation for me personally anyway, because as I said, there are circumstances to it. It's not the way what the players are going out to do. I'm sure he's not telling them to go and do that. And I've seen it in the past, seen it with Ten Hag, seen it with other managers where I'm sure this is not the instruction like they're pulling out to you, and whatever they're carrying out on the pitch is just total stinkers. So with him, I'm not looking at that thinking, oh yeah, Reed is gone. And circumstances are different. There's so many contributing factors. The pressure playing for United is different from pressure playing for Leicester. Leicester already in relegation in the FA Cup. The game is like they can play a lot more freely than United. Like United, I said, they're going to Old Trafford every day knowing that there's pressure. Every single game is pressure. And mentally, these players just can't deal with it. So there's just so much contributing factors to it. So, but as I said, this is not to neglect what you said. I do get what you mean. Like if Rudy's getting something out of it, but it's just a lot more to it than just that game basically. We'll see, man. But
we'll see.
Like all you can do now is just wait and see what next week present for us when it comes to United, man. So hopefully we get a Spurs fan in next week as well. So get a Spurs perspective and just take a bit of pressure off us somehow. Cool. Look, just a couple more things because there's not much to discuss today. In terms of FA Cup key games, Liverpool out of the FA Cup, which I don't think they'll mind. I'll be honest with you. Winning like quadruple is tough as it is, and I knew it last week because I was saying they're not going to play like the first. There's no way they're going to play
that Plymouth backline performance.
Yeah,
was it good? Yeah,
I watched second half. I didn't watch the first half.
Great,
but yeah, it was
from what I saw.
Yeah,
that second half, especially the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Yeah. It was really good.
Bro.
Yeah.
Keeper, defenders.
Yeah.
That's a massive scout, bro.
Yeah.
That's a massive scout. Take Liverpool out of the cup.
Yeah. They did a job because it wasn't like Liverpool weren't they did the job. So
that's a massive scout.
Respect to them.
Yeah, and for Liverpool, they'll take that through to the final of the Carabao Cup. Still in the FA Cup, and they've got a massive game coming up on Wednesday. There was a Wednesday against Everton. The focus should be on that. It shouldn't be on. It shouldn't be on the FA Cup. Like, of course, they will want to win it, but they have to sacrifice a tournament in it, and I guess that's the tournament they've decided to sacrifice. If he had it his way, then I haven't probably gotten that far in the Carabao Cup. He probably would have chosen the Carabao Cup, but FA Cup something has to give.
He probably did think that they were good enough to beat them, to be honest. And to be honest, the reality, if they play 30 times, they probably beat them 29 with those exact same players. So
you say it all the time. Well, I say it all the time. Something's got to be done about the scheduling, man, because I don't. Like, tossing off cups is not good enough for me as a fan, because I always say, obviously, cups is our currency, and like we don't have nothing to brag about if our teams don't win anything. So I get it, because there's so many games, and as a manager, you have to try and find the balance and rotate the team. But someone has to do something about it. All the managers scream it, and as a fan, I think we should also scream it. Like, something has to be done about the schedule. The FA Cup is one of the trophies that I grew up watching. I couldn't wait to watch it when I was growing up, and I couldn't wait to watch the finals at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon and whatnot. So imagine seeing your team and you're a Liverpool fan and you still hold that dear, and then you saw the team that played today and then they lost, and it's because you had a Carabao Cup game and then you got to play another game on Wednesday, and it's because of the fixture pile up as to why the manager had to do that. It's a bit. It leaves a sour taste in my. It leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
It's not enough. They are trying stuff in terms of, like, obviously then they've cut out the second leg in the FA Cup. That's something. Usually they will give like a winter break, so they are trying stuff. It might not be enough. I think a lot
of managers will do it regardless.
Yeah, they will still.
Football's
changed, so they are trying stuff. So it might not be enough, but Liverpool obviously got through. They've gone all the way in the Carabao Cup, innit? So they wouldn't want to let that go. 1-0 against Spurs. So you're playing Spurs at home.
Well, take out one of the cups then.
Yeah,
I know it's drastic, but we got 2 domestic cups. Take one of them out.
The reality is,
take one of them out.
If Liverpool were playing Villa today, they wouldn't have played the squad they played. So it's a manager's choice. They wouldn't have. It's a manager's choice. So part of it, part of it's the managers, right? It just is what it is. Yeah.
But then it's the position, like, it's circumstances, isn't it? If they weren't sitting on top of the table with 6 points, potentially be 9. If they're like they're 4th or 5th, not going to win the Premier League. Salah and them not at home. They'll be at least at minimum on the bench. It might still start the same team, but at least they'll be on the bench. So, like, in his head, I think we can't. Like, I got to give this boy some rest. Salah.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how do we find a balance where there isn't? where we are, well, the priority is just as high as each other. Because no one's doing that in the Champions League or the FA Cup.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
if
I'm
you
saying?
go
All the leagues.
by what a lot of fans
You know
are
what I'm
saying,
saying? So how do
recently,
we?
like a lot of fans are not even rating FA Cup no more. But why?
Yeah, and I don't get that. I never get that.
And I don't get that.
I'll never get
I don't get
and
that.
I hope that's not the majority of fans. I hope that's like a
and I
pocket of people.
see some fans like,
No.
Because someone said that.
Because people
to me
even
today as well.
say like, I want to win the League Cup, but you guys know me well enough. I want to win every trophy. I'm never tossing out. Even all this, we shouldn't make Europe for this. I never subscribe to that. We should always aim for it. We should always compete. I want to win the League Cup. And people say, it's a Mickey Mouse. It's not. When United won it, it's not a Mickey Mouse trophy. It's a fucking trophy, bro. Let's go and win it.
And the reason
There's only
people
4
are
trophies
tired
in a
is 'cause
season.
You're doing well. If you weren't doing well, you wouldn't have all these games. So, do you not want to do well? I think a trophy is a trophy. You take it, man.
Take it, bro.
All right, cool. Let's just go into the Carabao Cup game on Wednesday. We knew it was going to be that type of game. Obviously, it was a difficult game as it is anyway. Going into the game, the first goal was always going to be important. You did have that chance, and it just we talk about fine margins in football. Odegaard had that chance within a minute or how many seconds. Isak obviously had a performance again as always. And then they're going to score. And for me, as soon as they scored that I thought that was a game over. I didn't see, there was no, like, anything can happen in football. I understand that. But I didn't see it.
You can't see
Yeah,
them
I
getting
didn't
up.
see Arsenal, like, scoring 3 goals without them scoring at least 1 for the rest of the game. So in my mind, I thought, that's the game done. That was pretty much the game as it is. And I think the first leg, you made it difficult for yourself, them going away with, like, 2 goals in the first leg. So that's 2 tournaments. Out of the Premier League is a tough task, as we spoke about weekly. We've got the Champions League. What's going through your thoughts now in terms of what you can get from the season?
Nothing. I'm completely numb, bruv. Especially after. Mine's not really about the Carabao Cup. It's just about the transfer window, innit? So I don't really want to talk about the game. The game happened. You summed up. Odegaard scores. It makes it 2-1. Then we got a game on our hands, innit? Because we actually didn't play bad. We actually didn't play bad. Like, I thought the boys gave everything they could. It's just he misses that chance, and then Isak goes and does that because they had a goal disallowed first, didn't it? As soon as they had the goal disallowed, I was gonna turn it off. As soon as I saw that it was offside, I thought, okay, cool, let me watch it. Let me watch the game. And then when they score, once again, Isak doing what he does. I don't think I've seen Saliba have that much problems in a game before. And it was a mixture it was a mixture of him having a bad game and Isak just, and I don't think Isak was like in 5th gear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Isak was having a good game.
He was just enjoying himself.
But I don't think he was in 5th gear.
Yeah,
I think if you put it into 5th gear,
I think he was just enjoying himself.
I think we talk about the presence of a player sometimes and what it does to I think you talk about Van Dijk and Saliba. When there's certain players that have a presence on the pitch that it don't matter, like even if they're not there in 1 or 2 get you're always on the edge.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's got to that point. That's the presence that he now has on the pitch.
And I think it's a combination as well because sometimes, obviously, Isak's who he is, but I think it's also that combination with Gordon because they're just hungry up there.
But he's got proper combinations because even the combination with Bruno Guimaraes is automatic, bro.
There's hunger out there,
Yeah.
so like you can't rest on your laurels at all because you might say, "I can see Isak there, so I'm comfortable," but then someone else is gonna be on your neck. So it's a few of them still.
Yeah, I seen. Yeah, but to be fair to the boys, they tried, didn't it? They tried what we can. It was always a tough task going there, 2-0 down, and all credit to Newcastle. They deserve. Especially as soon as I saw that he played 5 at the back, and I love Eddie Howe. Innit? I want Eddie Howe to be the England manager. Once Thomas Tuchel's done, I want him to be the England manager before. As soon as I saw him go 5 at the back, and Eddie doesn't really tweak around with his team too much, and especially with systems and whatnot. As soon as he went 5 at the back, and they got the first goal, I already knew it's curtains, innit? And then it wasn't just a 5 at the back. You know, some teams play 5 at the back and they keep the 5 at the back. He's gone 5 at the back and he's gone man for man with his centre halves going pushing as far out as possible. So you see their second goal. Who wins the ball off Declan Rice at the edge of the box? Fabian Schär, centre half.
Yeah.
Going all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the only person that's really back is Dan Burn. So that was a clinic by Eddie Howe. Brilliant from him, brilliant from the boys. And then we lose the game. You're out of that. Out of the FA Cup already. So now, to compound it was the transfer window. That's why I say I feel numb now, innit? Like I feel like last week Sunday I come here, it's the best day of the season. Beat City 5-1. Then I'm going into the window thinking these idiots upstairs they're not gonna fuck this up. They're gonna know that we're gonna give him something. We have to. give him someone. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's come out saying that, but I need someone. And without him saying anything, you have eyes just like I have eyes. You've seen that Saka has not played since December. So he's not coming back till March, April. You saw that my man's ACL is taking him out for time. And to make matters worse, we already knew in the summer that we needed attackers. And then the attacker you gave us was a loan player from Chelsea, which is Raheem Sterling, which, when Tom says, but I don't see him bringing him on, because he never wanted him, so he doesn't use the option that you gave him. Do you know what I'm saying? So if he didn't use it up till now, then why would you not in January say, okay, we're 2 players down, and let's just say we're 3 players down, because it doesn't even use Raheem like that, yeah? So what do we have left? We literally have Trossard, Martinelli, and Kai, who we bought as a left 8, who is playing up front as a 9, yeah? And then we have a 17-year-old who's coming through and whatnot. And you're telling me that as a board, you sat there and said, well, we can't get what we want, so we're going to stand packed. And standing packed means we're going to go from now to the end of the season and try and wrestle the league back from Liverpool and try and win the Champions League that we've never won before with the players I've just mentioned, knowing that any one of them could get injured. And lo and behold, what happened the other day? Martinelli goes down and he's out for a month, which could have easily happened. Anyone could have predicted that. So when Ade said last week, Ham, do you want anyone? It wasn't like, just go and get any Tom, Dick and Harry off the road. But we need bodies. The bottom line is we need players in the second line because
you don't.
Heaven forbid, yeah. And I was going through the process now. So this was when Martinelli was fit. If Havertz coughs and has a flu or hurts his leg or anything, do you know my options to play up front is Trossard first as a false 9, Raheem as a false 9. Or Ethan, who hasn't played since his youth days, and asking him as a 7-year-old to go and play as a false 9. Or Ade, we do the Ruben Amorim special and play no striker. So basically, the most important player in the Premier League right now, the most important player in London Premier League is Kai Havertz. Literally, nothing can't happen to him from now till May, or we might as well pack it all in. And I'm saying, it's not like I'm talking about Thierry Henry here, you know. I'm not talking about Dennis Bergkamp here, you know. Talking about Kai Havertz, which splits the fan base right down the middle. Some people don't even fucking want him. But the people that don't want him now probably have to go to bed every night and pray to Jesus, Allah, and Buddha that nothing happens to him. He's the only one that's got double-digit goals all season for us. Nothing can happen to him if we try and win this league or the Champions League, which they have. The word I kept using was they've sabotaged our season, isn't it?
I like them.
They sabotaged our season by not giving him any other attacker and saying, well, this is what you've got to go and win the league and the Champions League. And whatnot. And him knowing that this is not enough, though. This is not enough.
Can they say in the summer?
No, Tom, don't go back to the summer. We can't go back to the summer. The summer's happened. The summer's happened. You can intervene in January.
But can they say that you chose? We didn't need any extra body at the back line. You bought another defender.
But then he'll turn around and say, no. He'll turn around and say, I didn't need a body left back. Do you know how many injuries I've had at left back? I'm playing Miles Skelly there. Miles Skelly's not a left back. Exactly. So he needed. So he did. So he can turn around and say that. See, he was injured for half the season. He's on the bench now, yeah. And Kieran Tierney never wanted Kieran Tierney.
I even forget he's a place.
And Jakub Kiwior was playing out there. He's a centre back. And Miles is playing as a left back. So there's actually nobody there. Timber's having to do left and right back all season. So summer's gone. January is there. He said when he came, Arteta, baby, when he first came in 3-4 years ago, he said, we're going to try and maximize every window, yeah? And Josh said to me and every fan, we should be excited. What the fuck is there to be excited about in January when we know that we are going for only these 2 top competitions? It's like going to a fucking gunfight, yeah, with a water pistol. And everyone else is coming there with AK-47s and M20. And what are you talking? And MAC-10s.
You're still firing something.
They're firing water, bro. Firing water. You got Liverpool firing whatever they're firing, bro.
You're still
ungrateful, man.
Like, I couldn't a part of me was just like, okay, cool. So I know the club I support, so they're probably not gonna do nothing. Like the bastards that they are, yeah.
Good,
but
man.
considering the context and the circumstances, they're gonna do something. They gotta bring someone, even if they tell me that we're bringing in Matthias Tell on loan. 19-year, we're going to pay the loan fee, we're bringing him in. Okay, cool, whatever. But to not do nothing, literally told me that they said, Arteta, do what you can with this lot. You don't have to win anything because we understand the context. Do you know what I'm saying? And then in the summer, we'll bankroll you because we'll feel that if we do the Ollie Watkins or something now, it might have a knock-on effect on the summer that we want to do. So for them now, I will not be vindicated. If we win something, yeah, then cool. What they've done is brilliant. It's brilliant. And I'll be the first one to hold my hand up and say, yeah, brilliant. By the way, that's a wink, brilliant. Because we all know that it's very fucking shit what they've done, yeah. But if we win the league or Champions League, cool. Kudos to them, and we go big in the summer. But if we don't do nothing this season, yeah, it's almost unforgivable for them. We've almost, like you said, we've sabotaged our season. It's unforgivable to not do something. I couldn't understand. There's no logic they could have used and saying, forget the summer. We can still win the league. We can still win the Champions League. We can still win it. We have to compete. We need bodies. Anything can happen to anybody. And prime example, like I just said, Martinelli just went down. He's down for a month. And Saka's not back. And Jesus is never coming back. He's never coming back. Forget, he's never coming back.
He said never.
Jesus is going to return one day.
Fuck, bro. I couldn't believe it, bro.
You don't say that. Jesus is going to return one day.
That's why I said Jesus. That's why I said Jesus. I didn't say Jesus. I said Jesus.
Now, bro, I get your frustration, bro. I'm not here, but as I say, some fans will say you didn't need a left back in the summer. You got a left back. You should have brought an attacker. But that aside, what's happened in summer has happened. You should take action. Something should be. You
have to be proactive, man.
The only thing we saw, the only bid we saw was the Ollie Watkins bid. So we don't know whether there was actually interested in anyone else, unless you guys were doing a lot of talking in the background.
No, obviously Leipzig weren't going to come off Benjamin Sesko. Yeah, we saw in January.
Yeah, apparently Leipzig did say there was offers for but
they weren't going to come off him.
Arsenal might have been one of them.
That's what I'm saying. So I get that whether you spoke to him or whatnot, we had 31 days in January to do something.
I'm surprised Leipzig didn't accept it because they'll probably get top 4.
They're having a good season, and maybe the player didn't want to move as well. That's something that can happen.
Wants to go, man.
He might have not wanted to go.
Times have changed,
and he might have said, "I'm happy. I'm having a good season. Come again, and we'll talk again in the summer."
Fair enough.
And whatnot.
All right, with what you got, what are your chances of picking something up? And if you don't pick something up this season, because that will be like 5th season, nothing's a given. You can't keep saying, "Oh, we try again next season," because as we can see, like we didn't expect Liverpool to be in the position that they're in right now, and the next season we go again with everyone starting fresh with Man City. You saw what they spent already in the January transfer window.
4 plays, what I'm saying. I'm not saying we've got the money as Man City, but at least they're fucking trying.
And then they probably will still try to recruit again in the summer. What your thoughts on like if you don't pick up any other big ones?
That's what I'm saying. It's unforgivable. The board will have to look at themselves, and that's fucking disgusting. It's poor planning. It's poor whatever, and they can't go to Arteta and say, "Okay, we're gonna sack you." Yeah. Is that what fans want? Because if we don't win something this season, we just sack the manager. That's for me. That's not even on the cards. That's not even on the cards. If them not doing nothing now, we win something or we don't win something. This summer has to be the biggest summer we've ever seen for Arsenal fans. In terms of the outlay, the players we get in, it has to be the biggest summer we've had. And that still, for me, if we don't win something, still won't make me feel like, okay, you done something in the summer. Because I still think, but why didn't we do nothing in January when we was 6 points behind Liverpool and we was in the Champions League? And we didn't add nothing to our front line. We didn't even bring a loan or nothing. We didn't do nothing. We just stand packed. And then now the summer, we're going to go and get Isco and Zubimendi and another defender or something. Okay, brilliant. That's good for the 25-26 season. But what about the 24-25 season that you could have intervened? We play in a sport where they have a window for you in January. You can improve your squad in January. Yeah. And then they're saying last day Alvaro Morata was on the cards and whatnot, but we didn't move fast enough, so now he's gone somewhere else because we were still thinking maybe not. He's taking a fucking piss.
But then what would now happen is that he obviously won FA Cup in his first season. As we always say here, like trophies is currency in football, isn't it? Like it's 5 seasons now without nothing. I'm not going to say without nothing. Potentially,
there's nothing, man.
Without nothing.
5 seasons with nothing, man.
It is gonna.
Amen.
It is gonna cause like a uproar among like some of the fan base.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Because the summer, we can say let's wait until the summer because nothing's guaranteed next season again. It's as simple as that.
No, of course not.
And I think what will hurt a lot of the fans more than anything is if it's Liverpool that picks up, which is looking likely that we'll see on. For me, they'll beat Everton on Wednesday. I think they'll pick up the trophy. If it's Liverpool that picks up the trophy, and I think that's what a lot of you're gonna get a lot of some of the fan base that are gonna call for his sacking.
Yeah, he's not getting sacked, so they can call for it. He's not getting sacked. They better go and find the second team to support next season. Then he's not getting sacked, and the man don't deserve to get sacked. So it's that simple.
What's your thoughts on it, Ade? On him not signing them not signing anyone, and it being like potentially be the 5th season where it's not going to get something. Obviously, he's got the FA apart from the FA Cup.
I think for the first one, not signing anyone, I think obviously we look at it as fans, innit? So obviously we all just assume what the situation is, right? None of us are actually there, but we look at it very simplistic as just get this person. But there's so much shit behind the scenes that might not make it possible. But yeah, so I'm like, I don't really care because I want you guys to not win anything. At first, I
respect that.
Yeah, because I didn't have an issue with you guys before.
I hate you too.
But after last week, there's some Arsenal fans that got on my nerves last week. So I'm just like,
Or was that one of them?
no, you weren't. So I'm just like, I wish nothing good this season. not one bit. I might get better over the summer, but this season, I don't want you guys to live shit. And then the second part, in terms of him not winning anything, as I said, I think I've got a general view is that if you can make a team a challenger, I think being a challenger is more important than winning a cup competition by luck, right? Because it's a short tournament. Like some of our recent cups, I'm just like, we won it, but we weren't great, right? But
And there's been no kick on from there. There's been no progression from there.
But if you can build a team that is consistently challenging, at some point, just the law of rotation means you're going to be there. Because it rotates anyway. But let alone it now rotating and you're already up there. It's a matter of time. The only thing that could really F stuff up is if the players are like, actually, I don't buy into this anymore and I want to go. And that's the biggest issue. But overall, I think he's put you guys there where you're consistently challenging. So I don't think it should be a major issue, but fans are fans now. They just forget about even winning trophy.
Yeah.
They don't want you to lose a game ever in life.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you have to deal with that.
The only thing with that is there is a time on everything, though. And and that he might have obviously reached that time limit for some of the fans.
Yeah, no, totally.
Which is possible. And in their mind, they might even looking at next season going to the possibility of, because I'm in agreement with you. I don't think you should get sacked, by the way, just to call it out there. But obviously, playing devil's advocate and just listening to what other fans are saying is that there's been other teams that have gone through this process and have won trophies along the way. And they've always been close, but one thing they've shown is that even if you are close, doesn't guarantee you to win the trophies. With Liverpool going into next season, they're obviously going to improve. Man City's going to improve. There will be other teams that will improve. Chelsea, expect them to improve. It will prove next season even more difficult. So what is it? So what are you going to continue to stick with him without him bringing anything?
There'll always be a limit. Like for me, I personally would be like, this season, let it go. Give him next season. But if it happens again next season, then I'll be like, okay, I understand you guys. But that's because maybe my view of what he's done for the club and how much leeway he should be given is a lot longer than the next man. Next man might be, he lost 2 games in one season. The season after they won the FA Cup, they might have been like, it's done.
And that type of fan should be in Moseley Hospital getting an injection because clearly they're not okay.
Yeah. So I guess what you're saying is obviously like the fan base should see what he's done rather than what he hasn't done yet.
Yeah.
And which is, you can say, yes.
Remember where you came from.
Yeah, but they don't need to. You can support another team. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to support. No, because I'm saying if you don't like the manager of your team, he's not getting sacked. Let's just call a spade a spade. Arteta's not getting sacked.
Never say
okay?
never. But
the board is not sacking him. The board is not sacking him. This board is not sacking that manager. This manager's getting them Champions League. We're going to be playing Champions League. They play attractive football. They're finishing second. They're doing everything. They're bringing in money for the board, and that's what they care about anyway. So they're not sacking him. Our football philosophy and everything is fine and whatnot. If you don't like him while he's there, you can go and pick up another team to support. Whether it's a Sunday League team, I support SC Dons. This is my Sunday team. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league this year. I have something to celebrate about. I have something to cheer about. If you don't like it, you can go support another team or take a year out. Manager takes sabbatical. Pep took a sabbatical. Take a year out. 25-26 season, Arteta's staying there. We're going to get new players in the summer. We might not win it. You're absolutely right. There's no guarantee that anyone's going to win nothing. We could go get Rodri from Man City, go get Mbappe from Real Madrid, and still not win the league. Nobody has a divine right to win it. So as a fan, you're only going there on hope. We say it's hope that kills us anyway. I'm still hoping that we can win this league, knowing full well I'm going there with a water gun. But I'm still hoping. If you ask me right now, Ham, do you think you can win the league?
You're still shooting.
Yeah, Ham, do you think you can
be
win
a
the
water
league?
gun? Just use your hands.
No, and you know what? I didn't have a water gun. Have a balloon that I blew up and I put water in it and I'm throwing it at Liverpool saying, please stop so we can win the league and whatnot. So my point is, as fans, if you don't like it, it's fine. Just take a year out, bro.
Cool.
Take a year out.
Just last point on that. Ade mentioned on like potentially some players might not. One of the worst things that can go wrong with players not believing in it anymore and feeling like it's time for them to leave. There's been a few. I've seen it a lot of places this week with Saliba and Real Madrid. With Real Madrid targeting Saliba.
We see.
Would that be like based on what you're saying? Would that be what you mean in terms of like players not believing in it? And that's Saliba's situation, an example, especially if they don't win anything. With Real Madrid being the team that they are, and I know you said in the past, Ham, you've always, because of the talent that Saliba's got, you expect him, like the teams like Real Madrid, to come, but you just want to make sure you guys get enough money for him. Would this be the summer you want him to go?
Hell no. Oh no, he's 23 years old.
Yeah, that
or what would
boy.
you say if Real Madrid pushed for him this? So I think this summer will come to like 2 years left in his contract.
Yeah, him and Gabby got 2 years. Their contracts are in sync.
What would be your thoughts if they push hard this summer? You know, we all know Real Madrid is a hard team to say no to. I reckon your club will say no.
Yeah.
Unless if they get pushed from a player, say, yeah, I want to go.
Yeah.
So if he was to come and say, I want to go, what does that put you guys? So it's hard to get that partnership again.
Yeah, no, if he, as a club, we have to obviously buy it away, whatever it is. And I wouldn't open their email, so I don't care what they offer me. I wouldn't open it. I wouldn't open it. Whether they say 150, 200, I wouldn't open it. Because I think Saliba's a generational talent. I don't think he's like, my man's 23, he's as sick as everyone else that's played and won. Van Dijk's 33, like 10 years old. Van Dijk was never as good as Saliba at that age. So I wouldn't open it. But if the player came out and said, I've got 2 years left on my deal and I wanna go in it, then me personally, I won't stand his way. If he wants to go and we've got 2 years left, then let's negotiate a deal. Or we make him sign an extension or something, so we can get more money from them, and then let him go. But if he did, brilliant. But I'm hoping that Arteta will still. I think they're still buying there because they're all growing together. So I think we still have enough to make them sign another one. Yeah. Because most of their contracts go to 2027.
Yeah.
So a lot of our players will be coming in because we don't want it to go into 1 year. So next season we'll start talking to them during that season, and if we can get them to all sign up again till 2020, 2030, 2031 and whatnot, and then we start. If teams start sniffing around them, when Saka and Saliba, those are the main two anyway. When they start turning 25, 26, 27, and they want to go, then no problem. I ain't standing in their way.
Yeah.
I just want them to win something with us.
Yeah, it's a great point.
I don't want to lose this.
They will get to a point where some players will start to lose hope.
We had that conversation off air, though, anyway.
We've seen it with,
that's
with
normal.
the Leicester Spurs, who else is there? I can't remember.
It will happen because the talent has to match it, because those boys are that talented that at the end of the year, when their career's over, they want to show that I won things with it. Harry Kane's career is going to be over soon, and this is probably the first time he's going to win something with Rambo. And his career as a player, he should have won way more. So my players aren't like, they're not playing for a team that's like, oh, we don't expect them to be there and whatnot. No, we expect like Salibas and Sakas and them not to hold major honours, innit? They're big players for their club and country and whatnot. So for them, that's where it'll be like, I love Arsenal, but I'm not winning nothing here, and I'm not winning the major ones. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even tasted the Champions League final. I haven't like, I've gone to the league and gone to the end 2 times, and they're all young and they've done that, but we haven't got over the line. And a lot of them's only got 1 FA Cup to show for it. Some of them no FA, nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and someone like him could just look like like a Varane. A lot of the players have been there, because if you look at Real Madrid's back line right now, and it will look as if it's a perfect opportunity to go to Real Madrid right now, because it's not as if that you're going to be playing backup for anyone else. You're going straight into a team that don't have any concrete centre backs that you're not better than. And a lot of them are getting injured. They're like,
they got the young boy. They got the young boy because they're going to give the young boy.
He's going to look at it and think, Varane went there how many years ago and picked up 3 Champions League
went there when he was 18 or 19, because they picked him up from Lons early, innit?
3 Champions League trophies, and they've got Mbappe, Vinny, Jude, all these players that win you trophies.
Yeah.
All they need is just a stable centre back. Why would that not go? Imagine with Trent as well. Those kind of things. It's just
It won't work. That's what I was telling you. It won't work.
so in his head, it might. I think the only person that convinced him is Arteta.
Yeah,
Arteta
I don't think we
needs
have nothing to worry about now as an Arsenal fan. I would tell the fan base to be calm. I don't think we have nothing to worry about in terms of him going now. But in the future, yeah, I definitely think.
You don't think this summer?
No, I don't think. For me personally, my instinct when I saw it, I didn't look at it too much. I personally don't think Saliba leaves now. I'm not saying he won't ever leave us, but I don't think now is when he leaves.
I looked at him thinking.
I don't think about it.
I looked at it, I thought, yeah, there's a possibility. I didn't look at it thinking, no, it's definitely not.
I definitely
think
don't see
there's a
it.
possibility.
I looked at it thinking there is a possibility here. I'm not saying he will. For me, it'll be like probably 70% it stays, but 30%. If it is true that they want him, Real Madrid don't go after players if knowing very well that they won't get him. Like they go after players with indication that this player is also want to come.
We're still in a strong position, isn't it? In terms of still got 2.5 years if you're taking in half of this season. So we're still in a strong point. Even if he did say that him and his agent came back and said, you know what, William's thinking of, then we can still command a big fee for him. Because that's the only thing that will appease Arsenal fans. None of us want to lose him, but if it did, it's going to have to be a mad fee, innit? And whatever that mad fee is for centre half, he'll break that. So if it's the 150,
market value is like 70 something.
Yeah,
at the moment,
so double that.
Yeah, I think it'll be
so double that.
In order for Arsenal to listen, it'll probably be 100 million or so.
Yeah, up. Yeah, up.
So look, we'll see how you guys get on with that, and see how you get in the Champions. Just a quick roundup. We've got the Champions League coming this week.
Real Madrid, Man City.
In terms of like you guys we haven't really talked about the Champions League much. We don't have much time, so just more straight answers in terms of like who do you think can potentially win it? What teams are in it, or who do you think comes out as winners of the Champions League?
I don't think none of the normal ones like Real Madrid, Barcelona, or Bayern. I don't think anyone's I think Bayern are doing okay in their league, innit?
Yeah,
they're like 9 points clear and whatnot.
They're not playing too great.
I know, I'm saying. So, I don't know. Off me, I'm just going to go with the team that I like the most, and they played against us, and they played a different way, and they can play different ways, and it's the only manager that I said if we let Arteta go would be Inter Milan. Because I just like the way they play. I like their manager. Lautaro's on form. Marcus Thuram's actually got more goals than Lautaro.
Really?
I think in the league this year, yeah. And the midfield is nice. Obviously, the two wing backs are always dangerous. Lovely centre half in Bastoni, who I think is another top centre half. So I'll probably say my instinct will say them, but Real Madrid could easily win it again.
You say,
but I'll say Inter.
Yeah, I'm still with the big boys. So
and they went final 2 years ago, innit? It was 2 years ago when they played Man City, innit?
Yeah. So typical, I think it'll be out of one of the three: Real, Liverpool, or maybe Bayern.
Yeah, Liverpool, innit? Yeah.
If Bayern decide to give us something different, because they do have a squad that on their day they could win a final.
Yeah, my thing with Bayern is it's defensively there.
So I think that once they get to the final, they have the ability to, but then the likelihood is that they just don't get to the final at all. But I think if they get to a final, there's a possibility with their forward line that they can switch out.
I don't know.
But yeah, on form, you're right. Liverpool on form. Liverpool.
If I have to pick one now, I'm not going to go away from City and Madrid. So whoever comes out there, because just because of the pedigree, like Real Madrid has in the league, and if not, then I totally agree. It'll be Inter Milan. I'll be surprised. I was named 4 teams now, and someone else will go and win it. I'll be surprised if it comes out that one of CEO, whoever comes out who wins that game, Inter, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Them 4. If a winner comes out, and another team wins out.
Yeah, the only other teams that can win is probably Bayern or Barcelona. That's not in that 4 that you said.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if it come out of that 4. If the winner doesn't come out of those 4 teams, I'll be surprised.
And the only reason I'm not saying City would have been my first answer all day, every day. It's just that this season hasn't.
This season, yeah.
Common sense is.
Real Madrid ain't got no centre halves, but Real Madrid they just always find a way to win it.
So
every year you look at them and think, don't even play that well. They're not like good at that well.
City were better. They won the game,
but they always win it.
So you just never know really. It'll be if it comes out. Another team wins outside those 4, I'll be surprised, but we'll see anyway. How how it goes. Obviously, we got another exciting game this week with City and Real Madrid again. We'll see. Who do you think comes out winner with Real Madrid not having centre backs?
Yeah, that's a big one, because yesterday they had to play Tchouaméni, and I think they played Tchouaméni and the young boy centre half.
Is that Sensao? What's the name?
Yeah. They like him a lot there, though. He comes through the academy. Yeah. Oh, no, the City have been so horrible, because even yesterday, bro, against Leicester Norwich, they went 1-0 down, they had to make changes. De Bruyne had to come off the bench. Phil had to come off the bench for them to win it. Do Man City stop Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo?
Yeah, based on their current...
So I'm going to go... I'm going to go
I'll go
Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid. Any other year, I'll say City without you.
Yeah, same.
This year, I don't even...
Yeah, I got Real Madrid as well. We'll see how it gets on, man. We'll obviously, you guys get a lot of rest this week. You're in Dubai at the moment, enjoying yourself. I heard that Saka might be back beginning of March. Is that true?
I don't think beginning of March. No. Okay. I think you got more chance of seeing Ben before we see Saks.
Okay.
And that's equally as important. Not as important as Saka, but to seeing Ben back would be dope.
Cool. Obviously, Liverpool game on Wednesday is very important. If they win that, they'll go 9 points clear. If they don't,
they got finger away in it.
They'll say 6 points clear. For me, I think that game, if they win that, I think it'll be hard for you to bring it back round. From just me personally, if the donor is what it is. What else have they got? Then obviously they got Man City away as well, right? No, they got Wolves, then Man City away. Yeah. So you will want to try and. You will hope that, if not that Everton game, that Man City game.
Yeah.
And if Man City continue playing how they're playing, then forget it. At the moment, you got a better chance with Everton than City.
Nah, Moyes has got me still. Moyes knows they're not leaving there with nothing more than a point. So Moyes has got me. I think Everton draw or even win.
Okay.
Do you know what this game reminds me of? Last game at Upton Park. Who did West Ham play? Manchester United. What did they do? They won.
Yeah.
They won. Massive game. Last game at Upton Park. United used to go there, whoop them all the time. Yeah. I think Antonio might have even scored in that game, if my memory serves me correctly.
Okay.
So I'm going with it's the last derby. The last derby at
Goodison
Park, innit?
Yeah.
Under the lights as well. Yeah. The only thing is Dominic's not playing, innit? Dominic's got a mad injury, innit?
They got Beto.
Yeah, Beto up top,
bro.
They're Beto.
Got in the eye. Yeah.
Beto might do something for you guys.
No, David Moyes has got me, man. I don't even care about Everton player. David Moyes has got me.
Cool. Thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications to know when we upload onto YouTube. And we're sponsored by Talks Ains. Go on his website, www.talksains.co.uk. Use the promo code REDDIVIDED, all caps, to get 10% off. We'll be back next week. Please comment. We'll go through the comments next week. We need to start making time for comments and the quiz now, because we're spending far too long now. So please
talk.
Yeah, we're just talking. But next week hopefully we'll be a lot more structured next week, and we'll be back. We out. Peace.